The bounce that he can extract and a little bit of movement away as well. Jeff just left Littendas feeling for that outside off stump.
Yeah, the corridor of uncertainty. Not sure whether to play in it or leave it. Lovely line, and there's a hint of movement. It's actually quite far away from him. Because he's out of form, he thinks it's close enough for him to play. Extra bounce, spongy bounce. Really good carry to the keeper.
Now that's a similar delivery to what knocked him over in that first T20 International. But on this occasion, there's no big flamboyant drive. It's just a push for one. It's almost a forward defense, but the call immediately, yes, one, and he's away.
Yeah, he's not letting the bat move out of his body. He's just keeping it nice and straight, nice and tight. Good defensive shot from Letiton Kumar Das allows him to go to the non-striker's end. You've seen once in a while, even in that first T20 international innings that he picked up his 50, he was a little bit aggressive at times. Perhaps the shot selections were not up to the mark. So you got to be a little bit circumspect, a little bit cautious, a little bit more watchful early in the innings as an opener. You will get deliveries where you can throw your arm around again, this time a little bit wide, but he's found the outside edge, has got land safely to the third man. After two, it's 18 without loss.
दस्ती हमारी दस्ती व्यस्त हाड़े आके दीजिए
You're talking about Tanzid and the way he went about putting his innings together in that first T20 International. It probably wouldn't have helped either with the couple of rain breaks just to try and get a rhythm. And as soon as they came back on for that, the last time, him and Tawid Ridoy, they found a rhythm, and suddenly we saw their full array of strokes. I think that's the key thing when it comes to T20 batting, is that the ability to score runs off good balls. And we saw Litton Das do it in the previous over. Good delivery, drop and run. There we see Tanzid do the same thing. Good delivery from Garava, just pushes it up to mid-off, and off they go, single. It just never allows the run rate then to get behind. Required rates under 7.
It is also nice to see that slowly but surely the players who represented Bangladesh in the under-19 format, remember, they went on to win the under-19 World Cup a couple of years back. And through the system, you now see Tanzid Hasan Tamim, who played the World Cup, ICC Cricket World Cup, that 50-over format in India. You've seen Tawhid Ridoy, also the part of the team, Shariful Islam. That there is. The benchmark has been pretty strong. Lovely shot. Yeah, short and pulled away. Again, a really good touch from Letiton Kumar Das.
There's authority in the stroke. There's some real authority, almost as if to say, don't bowl there to me.
When he's in that kind of a touch, it just seems that he's got so much time to watch till the end and play any way he wants to.
Beaten. That one just going across. Liton Kumar Das. He is one of those players, and there's a handful of them around the world where, as an impartial person, you're almost disappointed when they get out. I think of Babar Azam of Pakistan. I think of Virat Kohli of India. Liton Das is another one of those players where, when I sit and watch as an impartial, I don't like it when he gets out because I like to watch him play. Just the one boundary off the over. 3 gone, 23 without loss.
Bookingthehotels.com app to find your perfect somewhere.
Well, there's a difference. Zimbabwe was 7 without loss after 3 overs, and I still go back to that beginning. They were just a little bit too slow up front and put so much pressure on that middle order. And it could have looked very different if Jacques Ali had held on to Jonathan Campbell, but he didn't. And Campbell played brilliantly with Bennett and have given Zimbabwe something. Spin introduced into the attack. Ndlovu into the side. Wellington Mazakatsa not playing tonight. He's not considered for selection because of concussion after he got wrapped on the helmet in the first T20 international. That's out the ground. That's out the ground. Your margin for error is minuscule here.
He enjoys batting in this venue. Chattogram has been a good hunting ground for Tanzil Hasan Tamim. Too short. Too easy to put it away. In the T20 games at Chattogram, scores of 67, which was the first T20 international. Before that, 116 of just 65. In the BPL, earlier 70 of 51. Again in BPL, at the same venue. It has been a good pitch for batting. Just the case of losing too many early wickets, because remember that partnership of 75 from Bennett and Campbell ensured they get past 130. They had some support from the top 4 or 5. The score could have been easily 150 plus 60, even more. That has been the issue in both the matches. Relying too much on the lower order.
Long on, deep mid-wicket. Those are the 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle for Ndlovu. Das is happy to just nudge it away for 1 and give the left-hander the strike here. And you can't help thinking that this is not going to go quietly. Tanzil might try and take the left-arm spinner on because it's spinning back into him. There's a long on and a deep mid-wicket for him as well. I don't think it matters to these fellas anymore that they're boundary fielders. He's trying to cramp him for room. Doesn't want to allow him to free his arms. Firing it in there at leg stump. Likes playing here, that's for sure. That's missing leg stump. But again, a dangerous line to bowl with man up at short square leg and short fine leg. Tanzin will just want to try and get underneath it. And if he can get underneath it, lift it up and over those two men in the inner ring behind Sui on the leg side, he'll have a boundary. This just loops, but it's safe. So 4 overs gone, 9 off that as well, 32 without loss.
Say hello to more possibilities, more family vibes, more party at nights, more get home late, more fancy dates, more everydays, made special days. Order more at hellofresh.co.uk.
32 without loss after 4. They've already found the boundary a few times here, Bangladesh. 2 out the ground, 2 along the floor. And Litton Das has got a start, which is important for Bangladesh, not only today, but going forward. Such an important cog in this wheel that is Bangladesh T20 cricket.
Yeah, there's so much interest because just more than a month that T20 World Cup is on. Getting a bit of a treatment. I hope he's okay. Looks to be in a bit of a bother here. Getting some neck massage, Lichun Kumar Das. It's important that the kind of start that he's had, he should feel a little bit more comfortable. Now, this is what is coming up for Bangladesh. That is the group stages. They will have to win and qualify to the Super 8s. They take on Sri Lanka in Dallas, South Africa in New York, and then St. Vincent in the Caribbean, taking on Netherlands and Nepal. They'll be hoping that they can produce some good results.
What are the expectations? And I'm not talking about the team or the administration. What are the expectations from the public with the team heading to the World Cup? What's their feeling?
If you look at what Bangladesh has achieved in a last year or so, the hope will be to see Bangladesh qualifies to the Super 8s first and foremost. But you've got to win matches in that group stage that we showed a little while earlier. Nicely played. So they'd be expecting to win against Nepal. They still have to play good cricket. Netherlands, they lost to Netherlands in the World Cup, remember, in Australia. So they will have to play really good cricket. And these are the groups, 4 groups. So from each group, 2 qualify. So that's 8 in the Super 8. Bangladesh will have Nepal, Netherlands, South Africa, and Sri Lanka. Some strong groups there. Too wide, still launching himself to play that big boom in square cut.
Yeah, when I look at those groups, and I'm not saying this because I'm from South Africa. I think South Africa have got a very, very powerful middle order. They've got one of the most powerful middle orders in T20 cricket globally now. I think it's going to be a shootout between Bangladesh and the old foe, Sri Lanka. So that could be, and that's the opening game, isn't it? That's the opening game. Nicely bowled.
That's an important point, and rightly so, because you want to start well and you want to start with the win. And if they can somehow manage to win their first match, which is against Sri Lanka, because Sri Lanka is a tough cookie, really tough. They lost to Sri Lanka the last series that they played here at home 2-1. So it's important they start well. So they will need to be at their best, and that's the reason why the selectors will be looking what are the best options for them, especially in the top order. Misfield allowing a single, and that's the reason why I feel that the likes of Tanzid Hassan and Lichun Kumar Das will need to perform to ensure that they give a little bit of breather to the number 3, 4 and 5. Shumbo Sarkar waiting in the wings. There is Parvez Hussain Imon, who's in the squad, left-hander Ukram.
it's a tough group, Atta. Group D is a tough group. I mean, I look at Group A and you're thinking, okay, India, Pakistan. Group B, you're thinking Australia, England. But Group D is there's three big nations in there. Height will always be a question when Muzarabani has got ball in hand. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you're in a very tough group.
And they know it. You can't hide away from the fact that you're up against some quality team, too high. High quality teams, 3 test playing nation in that group for Bangladesh. And it's not about doing well against one particular team. You have to do well at least 2, if not 3. Oh, this is turning out to be a very good over. It's been a testing over. He's troubled the bat with pounds and some pace. Lovely delivery.
Yeah, doesn't matter what form of the game. That's a beauty. It's the bounce. I mean, if he hits a good length, he is so difficult to score off with that height.
I think it just needs to be a little bit closer to the off stump. There is a slip in place.
Good over. Lovely over. Brilliant over. Just 2 from it. 5 gone, 34 without loss.
Settle.
Good start from the Bangladesh openers, 34 without loss. 105 more runs to get. Looking to hit it hard against Ndlovu. Let's see. Two droplets. It is drizzling, and the bails have been taken off. Well, not pleasant for cricket lovers as the groundsmen come on with the covers. Tanzir Hassan Tamim along with Liton Dash, partnership now 34 of 33. Look to carry on, and good sign, at least so far for Bangladesh and Liton Dash, that it's looked in good touch.
No, he has. Aesthetically beautiful to watch when he's on song. Liton Dash. He's got a nice little platform set up for him here, and Tamim got runs the other evening. 33 balls, those 34 runs have taken. But haven't looked troubled at all.
Quick delivery down the leg. No matter how many times we say it, interruptions, they don't help. Come back on, you've worn the groove, but again, to set your eye in again, get used to it, interruptions often result in wickets. Bit of a shimmy from Tanzid. Wait and see if it's off the pads. Nope. On-field umpire thinks it's off the bat.
I think Ainsley Ndlovu, to the left-hander in particular, just needs to get that line a little further outside the off-stump. I know he's got less protection on the offside, but with his natural angle, the ball will end up in line with the stumps. There's bowled a couple that have been angled down that leg side.
Last over of the power play. That's where it hurts Zimbabwe the most, is during the power play. They managed to score 22 for the loss of 1 wicket. Hit straight. Downtown. One bounce for 4. Length is wrong.
10 রাখলি
Too full.
লাইলে না
Too easy
40 টাকা
for the batsman. Lovely timing. Just the check drive. Ball.
দাদা তুই এলে হতো সুন্দর রিল্যাক্স না
Was in
দাদা
the
তুই
slot.
এলে হয়তো মারবেন 40 টাকা
Bubble
দাদা
played it straight. Pulls it. Was a quicker delivery. Fielder underneath it. Is that the wicket? It is. Brian Bennett takes a very good catch at deep mid wicket. As the left-handed batter, Tanzir Hassan, he has to go.
He can't do a thing wrong today, Brian Bennett. And it's another good catch we see running off the leg side boundary. He's got a long way to go, and then he's got to make sure he gets the dive in. Very well taken. Ainsley Ndlovu gets us first, and so does Zimbabwe. Gone for 18, Tanzania. It's 44 for 1.
It's such a pretty world today. Look at the sunshine. Look at the sunshine. And every day is the same since I met you. Look in the Hotels.com app to find your perfect somewhere.
Bangladesh have just lost a wicket. One delivery to go in the power play. That brings in the captain. 697 runs, strike rate of 111. Certainly has way more potential. Watchfully played. 7 runs and a wicket. The last over of the power play. Bangladesh are 41 for 1.
Vitality gets your health moving forward. They give you half-price gym membership. Then they reward you with treats! Like up to 20% off hotels on Expedia. And free cinema tickets. Treats. I think they're the way forward. Don't you? Vitality. Health and life insurance.
আবিলে বাবা
There will be another change in bowling.
মাইল 10 15 করে আছে কি রান
Sikandar Raza will come in from the rocket end, trying to take the pace off. So 41 for 1 after the power play. Bangladesh, well, he could cause some trouble. Confirmation from SIS Shaikot. 41 for 1. Bangladesh have managed 3 boundaries and 2 sixes in the power play. Loss of 1 wicket, that of Tanzir Hassan.
Yeah, sub 100 needed now. 98 and 83 balls.
রোমে পে নুরুস দাও
Shout, loud shout. SI Shoykot perhaps thinks it's going down the leg. It was full, pitching around middle of the leg.
Yeah, I think this, if they do go for it, would be an umpire's call. I think Zimbabwe would have needed Shoykot to have said out, but they've taken it nonetheless.
TV umpire to director. We have a player's review for LVW. The on-field decision is not out. I have checked the fit landing. It's a fair delivery. Please move on to front on. Move forward. Can you go back again, please? Move forward. Okay, ball passes very close to the bat for the confirmation. Can have the ultra edge. Move forward, move forward, move forward. Can you go back again? Can you go back again? Just show me when the next to the bat just freeze on there. Okay, it is
প্লেন নোটিস দিতে বলেন না
hitting pad first.
কে কে
So please
Johanna.
give me the ball tracking when you are
কে
ready.
है दादा কল আই গেল
Pitching in line, impact in line, wicket, umpire score. Shoikat, you are on the screen and stay your
Confirmation then. Just had the feeling that it would be the umpire's call. Not a bad review though from Sikandar Raza. Retain their review, of course.
আমি আর ডাল দিব আবার
Nonetheless, it was a good shout. Just to go back to that discussion, Bangladesh 3 boundaries, 2 sixes in the power play. There were none hit from the bat. Zimbabwe power play, only one coming through leg buys. I think that is the difference. Yes, they gave away 21 dot balls in the power play of the 51. But that's going to be the difference, the importance of the start.
Yeah, plain and simple. What you've just said, what we saw the other evening, trouble for Zimbabwe in terms of their top order.
Was in the air.
লালটাকে রয়েল নাইস
Well, Nazmul Sanchanto would have had his heart in his mouth.
লালটাকে রয়েল
Didn't
নাইস
carry all the way through to the fielder, but it tipped right in front.
Just wonder if this may be held to the surface a little bit. He's definitely just pushed in front of himself. While short of Jonathan Campbell.
Opens the face of the bat, plays it late. Smart batting from Shanto. Gets off the mark. Taken 2 runs. End of the over. To 7 Bangladesh. A 44 for 1.
Vitality gets your health moving forward. They give you half-price gym membership. Then they reward you with treats! Like up to 20% off hotels on Expedia. And free cinema tickets. Treats. I think they're the way forward. Don't you? Vitality. Health and life insurance.
Run a ball 20 for Litondash so far. Tanzir Hassan back in the hut, scoring 18. Ainsley and Lovu getting the better of him. Skipper's just in. A bit of batting to follow.
Yeah, that's the wicket. He's tried to go up and over, but he's got it, first of all, high on the bat, and 2, got too much height going up as opposed to distance. The catch is a good one, though.
Look, Chongwei
ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಡಾಗುತ್ತೆ
comes in the 5th bowler to be introduced.
ನಿಮ್ಮತ್ತೆ
Down for you.
Just a 4 for 18. Zimbabwe would really hope that he is at his best and gets them a few wickets.
Yeah, he can be very handy, Luke Chongwei. T20 cricket. He'll find when he comes on, probably get a couple of overs up front here and then get a rest, come back later. Got a knack of taking wickets.
Go short. Shanto came down the wicket. Field is set for that. As we were seeing, there is a deep backward square leg, defined leg. All the indications that he would go short.
দেখি বানিয়ে দেবে না
Seam up that delivery. You won't find many of those after his opening over in T20 cricket.
अरे
Full, hit straight in the air.
लालटा ना सादा था
Away from the fielder, long on. Jonathan Campbell recovers and saves 2 runs, but seems as if the ball's following Campbell and Bennett.
Yeah, it actually is. 2 men on song. Good to see them energetic in the field as well. A couple of the younger guys on the side, so you'd expect that. Nicely played. Just timed away.
Straight to the fielder and short third, but the importance of getting into the groove, playing together. Tino, from your experience, the side, yes, Zimbabwe is not in this World Cup, but it's very important for Bangladesh that they stick together, just get into that mood of the camp, and what works for each of them, and how they can complement each other.
Absolutely, I think the series is ideal for Bangladesh. 5 T20I internationals in home conditions before they, of course, make the trip to the World Cup. And they got 3 ODIs, 3 T20s, I beg your pardon, with the United States ahead of that as well before the official tournament warm-up matches start. So this is nice preparation for them, and as you say, so important for them to gel together, get into the mood. They'll be quite happy with how these 2 matches have gone so far. 8 gone, 48 for 1.
Come with me and show me your imagination. What we'll see will defy explanation. Renault Austral E-Tech 4 Hybrid 200 horsepower. Available with 0% APR for £259 per month.
Still 91 runs to get, chasing 139. Comes down the wicket to his counterpart and deploys the wings as it goes all the way for a maximum.
It's the delay that he does before he comes down the wicket that doesn't give Raza the opportunity to see it coming. Quick feet, gets the pitch, there's a fielder back, but he hits it well enough anyway.
Reverses, and reverses very well, pretty fine. Will get 2 runs. Now he's started to pick things up. We can also notice the drizzle again. Perhaps that prompted those 2 shots from Nazmul Hussain Shah just to stay ahead of the game. Will